Presenting Jeff Denworth of DDN.
Hi everybody, so I'm Jeff Denworth, VP of Marketing at DDN, so I will not apologize for my marketing slides at all, but so one of the things that's amazing to me is to look at the size of the room and the audience that's collected here. I've been going to Lustre user groups since 2004, and remember when 30 people was like a big turnout, so this is a pretty amazing thing. DDN's pretty well known in the space here, so I don't think I need to touch upon who we are necessarily. But what I wanted to do was just take a moment to kind of talk about where we are relative to where you may have known us in the past, and just give you an update on DDN as a company. So we're making a lot of investments this year. The company is now annualized over $250 million in revenue, and is profitable. It's growing very quickly as organizations around the world kind of take to the solution sets that we bring to market. So we're investing a lot of this success that we're having back into the company so that you get better products, better user experience, and a better total solution that hopefully drives applications and makes them more consistent, predictable, and scalable. So first and foremost, just to give you a little bit of a preview of what we're doing from a support and resources side, we've got a very formalized organization now within support running under a new VP that came in, Angus Lingen, who is basically driving forward a formal process around L1, L2, L3, and professional services all around very complex, sophisticated, high-performance computing systems delivery and things like this. Secondarily, I need to ask for a little bit of a mulligan on this one, but we've just gotten our Oracle system implemented, which means that all of our customers will have single pane of glass access into their entire support database. They'll know exactly what's going on. We've had a couple hiccups getting this implemented. We're almost through it, and we appreciate patience from anybody that's going through that now, but no, we're very, very focused on making this a top priority. So I'm putting it out on the table. From a people perspective, it's really an amazing time. The company's over 500 people around the world, 140 people just in a team that's focused on data-intensive computing, so high-performance computing, life sciences, federal intelligence market, all of which are customers and users of a Lustre file system-based product called Exascaler. And from a Lustre perspective, our frontline organization is the largest in the world. We've got over 30 individuals around the world that are servicing and supporting the Lustre file system for a collection of customers that aren't just government and university research laboratories, but also commercial organizations. And then finally, the bulk of the investment is actually going into R&D. So we've got hundreds of engineers around the world that are actively working on driving forward our storage engine, the Storage Fusion architecture, as well as our object storage engine, and evolving these products to be more and more applianceized with the Lustre file system, a product that we call Exascaler. So in kind of summary, we're the world's largest independent storage company right now. We continue to be, and always will be, very focused on the needs of the data-intensive and high-performance computing community, and we're very, very, very invested in the Lustre ecosystem. We've contributed over $10 million of investment into Lustre. We're an OpenSFS co-founder, a number of different things going on. So this actually, the animation doesn't really make it's so great, but if any of you watch US TV, there's a show on, I think it's CBS, called Stuff My Dad Says, which doesn't really mean stuff. But I wanted to talk a little bit about stuff our engineers make really quick, and in fact it's great stuff that our engineers make. People often take it for granted, some of the technologies that DDN brings to the marketplace, and I just wanted to highlight some of the things that we're doing and some of the things that we're drilling down in and optimizing for, particularly around Lustre environments. So first and foremost, we make a state machine architecture storage engine that's really designed to deliver the lowest latency, most predictable storage performance in the world to power Lustre environments. It's designed with a parallel processing engine that allows us to scale up in a number of different configurations so that we're always using hardware as most efficiently as possible. There's a cache engine that's critical for mixed workloads as well as for things like Lustre journals. That's protected, battery-backed, and very, very fast. And then finally, we've got a virtualization engine in the system that allows us to actually applianceize Lustre OSSs natively within the system so that we deliver parallel file system building blocks. Quality of service is another thing that we are actively engineering right now. So for things like stride writes and stride reads, as you're striping Lustre files across hundreds to thousands of hard drives, making sure that none of the drives really deprecate when those drives go into rebuild mode. Making sure those drives don't deprecate your file system performance is actually really critical for sustained workloads. And as drive rebuild time take minutes to any more now days, it really is critical for ensuring sustained and consistent performance. And then finally, we've got this sense of drive healing, or drive self-healing. So we have basically intelligence within the system to make sure that as drives are being errant or being flaky, and as they do from time to time, and especially in large system environments, we correct those without any systems intervention or systems administrator intervention, and make sure that, oh, I should actually touch on two other things, make sure that it doesn't impact the overall operational experience. So just a quick plug for the latest systems that we're offering. The SFA12K is an appliance-sized version that we offer with our Exascaler file system that features Lustre as well as now Chroma from Wham Cloud. And so this system operates at up to 40 gigabytes a second, makes a very nice parallel file system building block, and is being used today for configurations on hundreds of gigabytes a second to terabytes a second file systems. So, as I mentioned, we're 100 engineers around the world, hundreds of engineers around the world. We're investing very heavily. What are we investing in? Well, first, we're going to go much farther in the terms of appliancizing Lustre so that we can foster worldwide adoption of fairly sophisticated technology and bring it out to the masses as big data becomes popularized. The second thing is we're making really, really substantial investments around exascale. I don't mean exascale or a Lustre product, but actual exascale architectures. Our CTO, Jean-Luc, put out a paper around supercomputing last year. We're over at the table just across the hall. If you want to talk to us about our exascale plans, what we can talk about publicly, we will. And if you want to talk under NDA, we're of course happy to. So just a thank you to all of you for your business throughout the years now, and really appreciate the time to speak with you all. Thank you.